Hello, so we've arrived in Martinique after crossing the Atlantic on Alena, the excess cutters that belongs to Beatrice and Jean-Pierre. So I wanted to take advantage of being in this anchorage to show you some of the options they've chosen to get a boat really ready for living aboard and sailing long distance. So starting from the bow, they have a full set of downwind sail. So there's a Code Zero, a parasailer, and an asymmetrical spinnaker. The Code Zero and the asymmetrical spinnaker go on the long bowsprit that is here. It's the long bowsprit option from XS, and the parasailer is a symmetrical spinnaker with a flap in it that we fly here. To store all these sails, Jean-Pierre wanted us to organize some nice storage in the forepeak. That's what we've done. So if you look here, our partner Marybois built a bag that is for the parasailer. So when we lower the parasailer, it can go directly into the bag here, and then we can push the bag forward to make space for other things. On the other side as well, we did some special storage. So here with Marybois we created a space for storing ropes, fenders, so you've got hooks, so you can hang your ropes here and it's all neat and tidy. So Jean-Pierre and Beatrice ordered the stairs to go on the coach roof, which makes it easier when you have to work on the mainsail at sea. They order a sail in hydronet. It's not the standard sail, which is Dacron. It's hydronet, so it lasts longer. It works better than the laminate sail in the tropics, so really it keeps its shape very long. So perfect if you're planning to go sailing for several years and you want to have sails that keep their shapes. Very important as well is the solar, because the boat has a lot of electrical equipment. So we've installed 2,600 watt of solar panel. There's solar panel on the roof on each side and solar panel at the back above the davits for the dinghy. So there's 1,000 watt here and 1,600 at the top. In terms of safety, we've got plenty of equipment. So we've got the classic rescue buoy here. Here we've got a very long rope with a buoy that helps you bring the person back to the boat. And here that's our pole to lift the dinghy outboard, and we are attaching on it a John buoy. Tom is busy sanding this part, so it's going to fit perfectly well. So that means we'll have 3 systems to bring someone back in the boat if they fall overboard. A very nice option when you're sailing offshore is the Helm's bimini. You can trim them, so for example that's the front part. If you want to protect the front, you can keep just the top. You also have the back, you have the side, so it really protects you when you're at the helm, but still you keep the nice view on the sail and the rigging, which is a hallmark from XS. Another very important option is the electronic engine controls that enables you to control the engine from both sides of the boat, which is quite nice on a catamaran that is wide, especially when you have 2 helm position. It makes the harbor maneuver much easier. Also when you are in a channel, you can go from one side to the other, and last but not least, it's very easy to use. It's much smoother than the old one with the cables. As you can see, there's an iridium antenna here, and we also have the starting antenna. So we have 2 satellite communication systems. The Iridium Go Exec, which is the faster version of the Iridium, and the Starlink. So that way, whatever the situation, we can always communicate by satellite. We typically use Starlink to watch movies at sea, send emails, make videos, send pictures, and the aerodrome is more for safety.
Top.
So at the helm station, Jean-Pierre and Beatrice decided to have the 12 inches screen, which are bigger than the standard 9 inches. So that gives you a very good view. You've got access to all the data here, and also you can have your autopilot that you see here. So it's very convenient. I've deactivated the AIS alarm because there's many boats around us. So yes, you've got the chart, you've got all sorts of menus. One we use a lot, for example, is this one with all the information. You've got the radar that shows here if you want to. And you can choose all the information you show on the side. You can also have your pilot here while you have the radar. And on top of the 12-inch screen, Jean-Pierre and Beatrice wanted to have GMI 20 from Garmin, which shows you the wind. That's what we use it for most of the time, but you can also have your speed, the depth, your VMG, so your position, where you're heading, the total that you've sailed. We've done 4,400 nautical miles on the boat. So very practical to have two screens on each side, one big one and one small one. The thing Jean-Pierre and Beatrice asked us to add is some canvas that goes here. I'll show you pictures when we're sailing, that prevent things from falling overboard, and they also break the waves that can come from the back. Beatrice and Jean-Pierre wanted to have all electric winches, so we have two here and one on the other side, so it makes it really easy to maneuver, which is great because they took sails, the other sails that are bigger than the normal sails. So the XS 14 is already a powerful boat, but theirs is really performance oriented, so the electric winches are very helpful. A very nice option that we've enjoyed during the passage and now when doing some work on the boat is the table here that you can lower and turn into a daybed. So that during the watches it's really cool, really lovely. We have the same thing inside. We can lower as well the table. We haven't used it so much because we've got now those big beds outside. While I'm here in the galley, Jean-Pierre and Beatrice asked us to install the French hose system, which does several things. It creates, it purifies the water with osmosis, so if there's something dirty in your water tanks, some bacteria, something like that, you purify the water. And it also makes bubbly water and cold water. So very practical system. We've got a Thermomix, very practical for cooking. We also was made to measure this piece of plexiglass so you don't have things falling on the other side. A specially made case for the microwave. Same thing, a box specially made for the spices. On top of the solar panel, there's a huge lithium battery bank. There's 1,000 amp hours of lithium, so it really makes it for a very comfortable boat. It powers everything. So for example, we've got here one fridge, big fridge here. This is another fridge, and a freezer. Freezer is very useful. I can show you, for example, this is a barracuda we fished before arriving in Martinique. And that's frozen now, ready to eat when we want some fish. And we've got a fridge outside. Here we've got the grill for the bread, water heat boiler, and an espresso machine. So all that uses a lot of electricity. That's why having these lithium batteries with the solar is important to run all the electronics, the fridges, the navigation system, the Starlink, but also all these appliances. So on top of the Garmin system outside, here we've got a PC with Maxi Time Zero, which is very good because we can have different style of chart. We've got the vector charts, or when we are close to shore and we want to have more detail, we've got the raster charts. And we also get the routing on this screen where we can show wind and look back at our passage. So very convenient and very safe to have two different systems, Garmin outside and Time Zero inside. Here that's the Iridium Go Exec, which we use for safety, emergency, and to get the weather grids if the Starlink fails. We've got a Garmin InReach, which send our position update every hour and is also an emergency system. So a lot of emergency system in case of problem, we know that we're gonna reach people. In here we've got the Victron system that controls the lithium battery and the solar panel. So here I can see what's coming in from the solar panel, obviously not a lot because it's sunset right now. What I'm using in direct current, 12 volt, or what I'm producing if I'm running the engine, and what the inverter is consuming. So the inverter is using 1800 watts right now because we've got the washing machine. And if I click on menu, I can decide to use or not the inverter, and I can monitor what's happening with all the different solar panels, so I can know which one is producing, and I can get into their settings. What is interesting with that is if we have a problem at sea with the solar panel or the lithium battery, or technical team from Sail Tahiti on land, or Robin Marine, who did the installation with us, can have a look, and they can directly control it with the password from any position on a PC at on land. So very, very practical to monitor at a distance. To prevent you from falling in the stairs, we have this very nice part that goes like this. So at night it's very practical, or when you have friends that don't know the boat, they don't fall here, and it goes like this. Another special option we added is the washing machine, and it's not the mini that you see on many boats. That is practical but really, really tiny. Here it's a proper 5 kilograms machine, which also does dryer, so it's really perfect if you're living on the boat. So here in the owner's hull, the starboard hull, Jean-Pierre and Beatrice chose to have this space, which is a storage room, also dressing room, so you have all the full weather gear, and you've got 2 mattresses to turn it into a cabin with 2 single beds. But really, with all these organization, it's perfect when you want to store clothes, but also for all the tools and everything is, you see it's written on it what it is. So very, very practical. We even have the Dyson Hoover. So yeah, very well organized here. So I hope you found this tour interesting. If you have any question, if you want advice to set up your boat for a long cruise, if you want to sail to Tahiti, please contact us. That's where we're based, and we'll be happy to help you.